What is up, crew? And welcome back to another video.
We have Joy Wilder, first time coming on the show, is
If you have ever struggled with sleep, this video is for you. For the past 6 years, I feel like I have been on this everlasting quest of getting good sleep. Did you know we spend 72% of our lives sleeping? That's a C if it's graded in school. That means 72% of our lives spent sleeping. I don't know about you, but if that's how much time we are spending sleeping, I would like to get better quality sleep as well as more quantity of sleep. So in this video, I'm gonna share a few key things that have allowed me to get better sleep and more optimal sleep and better quality sleep in the quantity that I'm getting. Now, I'm gonna break this down into simple steps of things that I have actually used while sharing some context of things that I've used that have not worked. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Step one, when it comes to getting better sleep, is you need to actually know what your starting point is. Now, that means you need something to measure your sleep, whether it's some type of sleep tracker like a Whoop or an Oura Ring or an Apple Watch. I prefer personally using the Oura Ring. It's easier, it has the best battery life. You just put it on and it starts sleeping, or it starts tracking your sleep automatically. So it's simple and easy to use. I did a review video on it once upon a time that I will post somewhere up here. The second thing is you have to stop eating in the evening. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have dinners, but I'm talking about the late night snacking and the late night eating. Now, when we eat later in the evening, what we actually are doing is pushing our body to work harder to digest that food while we are sleeping, and it's actually somewhat taking away from us getting good quality sleep. It also elevates your resting heart rate, which makes it makes it harder for your body to get into that deep theta state to really get that deep sleep, which recovers your physical body, as well as rest into REM sleep, which happens later on in the evening. So that's number two. Stop eating in the evening and you will have compound effects towards your sleep instead of diminishing returns. Number three. Now, this is one that you may think I'm crazy. If you're someone who runs hot, or maybe you just find it difficult to fall asleep because you are a little bit hotter than your average bear, now you can either adjust your thermostat to a lower temperature that works. I keep mine around 68, or if that's not an option, if you don't have a thermostat, or if it's just hot as hell where you're at and you want to be conscious on funds, take a cold shower in the evening. Something to lower that core body temperature so your body can actually ease into sleep. You're not uncomfortable. You won't wake up throughout the night just kind of tossing and turning, or even waking up sweating. Really taking a cold shower before bed or adjusting your thermostat will support immensely when it comes to getting good sleep. Now, the next one, this is something that you can add if you desire. It is merely an additive. Now, I do want to mention all of those sleep supplements that some of you may be taking, whether it's CBD or melatonin, are horrible for you. When you take melatonin in its synthetic form, it actually reduces our body's natural production of melatonin. So over time, when we stop taking it, or maybe we're taking more, like 10, 20, 30, 40, hell, even 60 milligrams of melatonin, and then you stop, it's no surprise that you have difficulty falling asleep because your body's natural melatonin production has been secreted. So what I do recommend is finding a sleep supplement that has a compound effect, that actually is a key mineral. And what I recommend is a high-grade magnesium, specifically from MagTech. I will post a link and a description below. You can use code WILDER to get a sweet discount. Now, I've used this for about a year and a half, and I can physically feel my body go into that relaxive state when I take this. Now, it is also a heavy diuretic, which means it will make you go to the bathroom in the morning. So don't take too much. Obviously, find the dose that works best for you. For me, I'm 6 feet tall, I'm 220 pounds, and I take 4 of the MagTech tabs. Now, the next one that I recommend, which isn't incredibly necessary, however, if you do want to optimize your sleep, I do recommend starting with the simple things, and this is one of them. Get a pair of blue light blockers. Now, whether you are using a very minimal pair, or if you're using some of the more expensive pairs online, essentially they all do the same thing. As long as they block the blue light, that's all you really need them for. So I do recommend investing in a nice pair of blue light blockers. Here's why. When your body takes in blue light, which blue light comes from our screens on our phones, our laptops, lights, TVs, everything, it actually reduces our body's ability to naturally produce melatonin and also elevates a molecule called adenosine. When this adenosine molecule lowers, it actually produces melatonin, which enables our body to fall into that restful sleep state and then eventually fall asleep into the deep state of sleep. So that's one that you could add, is some blue blockers, and just throw them on the second the sun goes down. This next one is something that I personally do, and after looking into the research of why we do these things, there's a lot of incredibly fascinating research around it. And it is watching the sunset in the evening. There's a reason we naturally are drawn to the sunset. Now, this taps into our days of Australopithecus and our primal days when we operated on the circadian rhythm. Now, the circadian rhythm is your body's natural internal clock, and it operates with the rotation of the sun. So in the evening, we are so drawn to the sunset because it enables our body to lower that adenosine molecule and gets us ready for sleep in the evening. In the morning, I'll give you all a bonus because you're here and you're watching. In the morning, get some natural sunlight and watch the sunrise if you can, because what that causes is that molecule adenosine to elevate, which then supports the production of dopamine for you to just have a freaking kick-ass day. Now, the bonus tip that I'll give for you is have a fulfilling life. You know, when we get caught up in the monotonous and the mundane and the stressors of life, it is really easy to lose sight of just the simple things like being fulfilled and having gratitude for approaching a new day and making it through a new day. With that being said, I hope you all appreciated these simple tips that you can use to increase your sleep and get better quality sleep today, right now. If you guys liked anything you heard in this video, or if you found it valuable, do me a favor, drop a like, drop a comment down below. It really helps me as a creator to continue to create these videos and bring them and hopefully provide value to you. With that being said, I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Who took the bomb?